Thinking about starting your own business? In this video, I'll walk you through how to set up your LLC quickly and easily using Northwest Registered Agent. To get started with Northwest, you can use our affiliate link down below, which will allow you to file your LLC for just $39. Let's get started.
Once you click on the link, all you have to do is click on Get Started. And from there, it'll take you directly to the form where you can start filling out your information to form your new LLC. So let's start with the order information. So obviously, we're going to be selecting an LLC or a limited liabilities company. And we're going to select the state where we would like to form the business. So for this one, we're going to be selecting Michigan. Once we've selected Michigan, it'll show you the cost and the time frame of forming your LLC. So for this case, we have $50 to be processed in 10 days or $100 expedited to be processed in just 1 day. We're going to be selecting the $50 standard for now, and then we're going to click on continue. And from here, you will be asked to fill in your company details or information. To start, you have to put in your business name. So once you've added your company name, the next question is going to be whether you will be sent copy of lawsuits or legal notices to your attorney. We'll just leave that as no. And then you have to fill in the business purpose, which is, well, self-explanatory. It is the purpose of your business. For this one, we're just going to add educational content. Now that that's added, you're going to also be asked your physical address that you want on the record with the state. So you could either select the registered agent address of Northwest, your own mailing address, or another specific address. We'll leave it as the registered agent address for now. And below that, you're also going to be asked the mailing address that you want on the record. So we'll also be leaving the registered agent address for Northwest because it's just simpler and easier in general. So once we have that filled out, let's click on continue. And from here, we will be taken to the company management part of the form. Now, you will be asked your management type. There are going to be two options, either member managed or manager managed. If you don't know what that is, you can simply click on the question mark here and it'll show you all the information that you need to know. So basically, a member managed LLC is where there is no outside manager. Only the members of the specific LLC is managing that specific company. On the other hand, a member managed LLC is a company where you bring in outside help or outside manager to help manage your LLC. Obviously, the most common one is member managed, so we're just going to be selecting that. And then you would need to add member number 1 or how many other members you have in the LLC. Now that we've added member number 1, we're just going to add the address to record with the state for this specific member. And we're going to keep it as the registered agent address for Northwest, again, just to keep things simple. And if you have other members for your LLC, you can simply click on this to add more members. But for now, we'll leave it with member number 1 and then click on continue. The next option is the contact details. So this is going to be your contact information that you're going to be signing up with Northwest Registered Agent. So just fill in all your information here. So once we're done adding all the contact information, make sure you have the correct phone number and mailing address for record with Northwest Registered Agent. We're just going to click on continue to move on to the next part of the form. Okay, so after that, we're going to set up our account with Northwest Registered Agent. So this isn't an account with the state or any kind of official records agency within the government. This is just going to be the account that you're going to use to set up with Northwest Registered Agent to be able to manage your account and documentation moving forward. So we're just going to add our email address and password here. Now that we've added our email address and password, we're going to click on continue to move on to the next step. All right, so the next step is now the optional items. These items are, as the name suggests, optional. That may be important or may be useful for your company or organization. Let's go through them just really quickly. So first is your business identity. So these are all the things that you might require when running your business and establishing the identity or the brand of your company. So first thing is the business domain. This is the domain name that would be associated with your company. You'd also have the option to add a business website. So this is a free website with SSL security that will be hosted for you for free free for the first 90 days. As for the business email, this is also free for the first 90 days and then $9 a month. And next is the phone service. So this is also free for the first 90 days and $9 monthly afterwards. It's a virtual phone service that gives you voice over IP service. Other additional items is if you would require a tax ID. So a federal tax ID number, also known as the EIN or employer identification number, is kind of a requirement when doing business in the United States. It's not necessarily required for you to set one up right at this moment, but if you're earning and if you're getting income from the United States, this is sort of a requirement. And if you select this, you will be shown an option whether or not you have a social security number. So if you're a US citizen, obviously you have a social security number and you would need to add $50 to be able to acquire a federal tax ID for your LLC. But if you're not a US citizen and you don't have a social security number, this would be a lot more complicated process and a lot more expensive. As you can see, it's $200. Another one is an S-Corp election with the IRS. So an S-Corp is a tax designation granted by the IRS or the Internal Revenue Service for some businesses. So if you want to know more about what an S-Corp is, leave a comment down below and we'll see if we can tackle that on another video. Also, another service that they offer is a premium mail service. So this essentially says that Northwest is required to forward you all of the legal notices. But for the other physical mails and business mails, you can have them forward it to your physical address or as a virtual copy to your email. And once you enable that, you will have the option to select premium mail forwarding, which is the physical mail, or a virtual office where you will be given a virtual address. And you can also pick a state for your virtual address. You can also pick whether or not it's physically forwarded or it's a digital scan. Next is a trademark service. This just means that your trademark, like your company name, brand logo, or any design that you want to trademark, will be reviewed for its eligibility to be registered within the United States, and you will be assisted on how to file that specific trademark application. Next is the trade name. So if you have an LLC and you want to say use another name, this is just called a trade name, or DBA, or doing business as. So this is your assumed name. And if you have that, you can also have Northwest Registered Agent set that up for you for $125 plus state fees. So I think we have everything that we need for the optional items right here, and we'll just continue on to the next part of the form. And right here is where you put in your payment information. So this payment goes to Northwest Registered Agent for them to start processing and filing your LLC based on the information and options that you provided in the previous stages of this form. So just to review, you have the basic package of $39, a 10-day processing fee compliance filing of $0. Since we selected to have a tax ID, that's $50, and a virtual office in Texas for mail forwarding. So that totals to $168.
And that's it. Your LLC is officially in motion with Northwest Registered Agent. Use the affiliate link down in the description to file your LLC today for just $39. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.